want to kind of steer away from the regular mental side of things. I talk about a lot about personal growth and mental growth. And today I want to talk about like an actual practical strategy that you can implement to make your holidays, vacations a lot more healthy, a lot more easy, and a lot more memorable in the good kind of way. So I want to give you some practical advice today, okay? So first thing I want to talk about is, let's think about your holiday memories, okay? So I want you to think about your holiday memories. So whether that's Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, whatever's the most, the one that, stands out the most to you. Think about, let's say, the past 5 of them, and then the past 10 of them, right? Go through them really quick in your brain. So when I did this exercise, when I did this little thought exercise, I realized that the first half of my life is all beautiful memories, amazing memories, gifts, people, food, just it feels like magic, right? Like so many good memories. I couldn't even count. We'd be on here for hours if I went through all of them. And then the second half of my life, apart from the last couple of years, is more, I wouldn't say bad memories, but harder to find the good memories. The first, they're definitely there. There's good memories, but the ones that pop up the quickest would be the bad memories. So, memories like feeling really gross, feeling so gross, being afraid to go see my family over the holidays for fear in what they'd say to me or say about my weight, being really uncomfortable in my skin, to the point where I almost canceled plans because I couldn't find an outfit that I actually felt okay in, right? Needing like a full week to recover from Christmas because I overate and went up 2 pant sizes over a night. Like just lots of uncomfortable memories of anxiety, of guilt, of disappointment that would pop up first in my brain over the minus the last couple of years because I've got my balance and my health back, but just right before that, not great, right? And I'm sure a couple of you ladies can relate as well. Just, definitely good feelings, good emotions, good memories, but it also comes with the not so good ones, right? And what I want to do is, for you, if there are any leftover, we'll call them bad memories or unpleasant or uncomfortable, if there are any of these from holidays or vacations, I want to replace them. I want to build new memories, right? And I want to change how you feel about holidays. I want to change how you feel about vacations. So anything that's happening that's not part of your routine, part of your everyday life, I want to change how you feel about it, because usually it comes with, some type of anxiety, right? And some type of dread to some degree. And we don't go into it with the best attitude sometimes. So I want to change how you feel about it, okay? And what I want to do is I want you to remember how you felt about, let's say, Christmas morning as a kid, or your most exciting memory, right? Or your most exciting, how did you feel? Like, how exciting was it running downstairs to see all the presents under the tree, right? Like pure magic. I could not find a better word. I want you to have that again. I want you to find the magic in these moments again, because I know you want them. How could you not want to feel that way again, right? It doesn't just have to be for kids. You don't have to grow out of it and then just accept that that's the way it is. I want you to get your magic back, okay, for these holidays. Now, my practical tip on getting the magic back is super, super simple. And I mentioned this to a couple Fit Queens and they thought it was an awesome idea. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And that magic tip is creating your own new traditions. Creating brand new traditions for the holidays, for certain times of years. Anything that's different, that's new, that you're celebrating, that's out of the norm. Having your own traditions that surround it, because it's exciting. It brings people together. It gets you looking forward to things instead of dreading things, right? Because I don't know about you, but for a while, Christmas was, a lot of feeling of dread. right? Oh my gosh, I have to talk to this person. Oh my gosh, it's a chore to cook so much food. Oh my gosh, I gotta buy all these presents. Oh my God, I didn't buy them till last minute. Like there's a lot of weird emotions around a time that's really just about family and love, right? So I want to change that. And it's up to you as leaders of health in your life and your family's life. Don't forget that people are watching you. And as leaders of health, it is up to you to either, slowly phase out the traditions that aren't needed, that aren't doing good, right? Keep the ones that are, and create new ones that promote health, promote happiness, promote that magic feeling. Okay. Now, when we talk about new traditions, you can, like, the sky's the limit here, ladies. I want you to get super, super creative. So you can do, maybe you can do a bake-off with the women, the head women's in each family. You can do a healthy bake-off, right? Nobody's allowed to use butter or something like that. Like a new healthy bake-off tradition. You can do a Christmas family workout, right? I remember when Ryan and I owned our gym. We opened up for Boxing Day. We opened up our gym. It was supposed to be closed, but we opened it up for Boxing Day for this one family. This one family bought the gym for a couple hours, and they brought their whole family. I think there was maybe 10 of them. It was a husband and wife, their kids, and then their kids' spouses. And we put them through a workout on Boxing Day. How awesome is that? Right? And of course, family members are different. You can choose what your workout is, but that's just an idea, right? A family hike, snowboarding on New Year's Eve, skating New Year's Eve, right? A kid's cook-off, right? The kids can all create a little appetizer for the adults, right? You can do a game night, right? A Christmas game, like a brunch, and have Christmas games, right? Board games, Wii Sports, so you're active. You can do Just Dance, right? And get everybody up and dancing. Like there's so many cool, fun things that would create so many good memories. And you remember Uncle Jack, dancing like a madman, and then you look forward to it next year. And then you focus on the things and the traditions instead of the chaos that can come with it, instead of the bad memories that were there, and instead of the food, really, overindulging on too much food. So what you're doing here, ladies, by creating some type of new tradition, everybody should have traditions. I'm such a big fan of traditions because it just adds different spice. It just makes things exciting and out of the norm, and it gets you excited, right? Because we don't need to be dreading these moments. We really don't. Nothing about it, right? If there's a single dread that you have in any area regarding the holidays, we got to get rid of that. And it starts with new traditions, right? So by incorporating new, healthier traditions, right, where you're actually taking focus away from food and putting it towards building memories and promoting health, what you're doing is for future holidays, you're making it effortlessly healthier and happier. You're putting in a little extra time and creative effort now, and maybe a little bit of butting aheads of the other people in your family to build a new tradition that actually makes it more enjoyable next year, more exciting, more magical, and one layer easier to be healthy and help everybody else be healthy. Because I remember, year after year after year for probably almost 10 years, I would, gain 10, 20 pounds in December. Then I'd get motivated January 1st and I'd lose my 10 to 20 pounds in January, right? But then by the end of January, I ran out of motivation. So by February, I was in the exact same spot as I was in November. It just took me 4 months to get back to where I was. And I was worse off because I put in all this effort for nothing and I disappointed myself another year, right? That is avoidable. That is not what needs to play out. Like, what are your habits? What are these reoccurring feelings on the negative side, no matter how strong, right? You could have lots of good, healthy connections with the holidays, and you could have a little bit of bad or a lot of bit of bad. Really changes from person to person. But you have to always think about, like, how can I change my lifestyle? How can I approach each new phase, each new obstacle, each new challenge in my life so that the next time I face it, I've made it easier for myself to overcome it or thrive in it, right? When's the last time you can say, you know, you crushed a December? You absolutely crushed a December. You were healthy, you were active, you made good decisions, you were a good leader, right? And then you know, January came and you just wish you could repeat December. It was so good, right? That's what you want to say. That's how you want to feel, and that's how you should feel. There should be no negativity or anxiousness around holidays or vacations or things like that. Like I said, it's about the magic. It really, really is about getting that magic back and replacing these feelings that aren't necessarily something that we want to remember every year, right? We don't want to have, you know, the first Christmas commercial show up on TV and then like, oh crap, I haven't got any gifts yet, right? We don't need that. We don't need those. We should be like, ooh, excited, because that means I get to call everybody up and remind them of the tradition that I created, that I'm the leader of, that they all laughed at, and that you're still talking about a year later. Or they call you up first because they can't wait to do it again. How exciting is that? Like, how fun is that? You can do that, and you have the power to do that. So what I want you to do, ladies, okay, you need to be thinking, you know, what is a new healthy tradition I can create this year? This year. Christmas is over a week away, right? What do you want to do? What's something small, right? And it can be tweaking a tradition that you already have, right? Or it can be creating a brand new one, large or small, interactive with many people or just yourself, whatever you want to take on. And you can get so creative. What is a tradition that you would be excited to do every year, that you'd be excited to get, you know, some family members or friends involved in every year, right? You can do an exercise gift exchange, right? You can give exercise bands and dumbbells, and then you have to demonstrate how to use them as a joke. Like, there's so much, right? Exercise charades even. Like, you can go on and on and on with how fun this could be. So I want you to think, right? What are some traditions that you can implement so you can either build off of or create from scratch, right? And what I want you to know, that there's always something. There's always something, okay? Just because, you know, Aunt Mary is crazy and just wants to sit on the couch and stuff her face the whole time, there's something that you can do that would make Aunt Mary want to move. Just put your brain to it. There's something. There's something that everybody will want to do, okay? You can even make a competition out of it. You can have prizes in it, right? You can have recognition in the family WhatsApp group. I have a family WhatsApp group, and we share all the stuff in there, and we congratulate people in there. Like, there's so much cool stuff that can bring you guys closer in a healthier way, because the relationships that are bonded over unhealthy habits are very destructive. They're damaging long term. And as you notice that you get healthier, you're going to not want to hang out with these people anymore. And sometimes, you know, you can't not hang out with these people because these people are really close to you or their family, right? Sometimes you can't not hang out with certain people, and you won't be able to change them, but you can at least change the frame in which you do hang out with them, the frame in which you do interact and exchange energies, right? So don't miss out on that opportunity to, you know, the people that you dislike the most seeing over Christmas. Everybody's got usually one of those. They're like, oh, here we go, I gotta suck it up, right? There's one of them where you gotta make that phone call once a year to that one person. Whatever you got, you know, make it fun. Change it, change the frame. You're the leader, you are in control. Ladies, take control of your health. That means things have to look different, right? If you think about, you know, maybe the most unhealthy Christmas you had, if that were to repeat every year, it doesn't matter how much work you put in through the year up until that point, because that is still going to drag you down. That perpetuating of whatever habits in that holiday season, that's the old you shining through because of comfort, because of instant gratification, right? We know that baking makes us feel good. We know that all the different Christmas cookies are so delicious, right? And they give us good feelings. They give us good feelings, and that's totally okay. And I'm not talking about getting rid of those feelings. But what you should think about is, how can I recreate that feeling in a healthier way, or in another way, with another thing, with another person, right? Keep it and add healthier ones. And who knows, the healthier ones could catch on, and then the other ones can fade away or not. But don't think that you can get away with repeating last year's Christmas, however it unfolded, this year. Same thing with Easter, same thing with Halloween, same thing with Thanksgiving, right? It's always got to be a little bit different, just a little bit different, right? Whether that's the actual food that you eat, the activity you do, how you speak to the people you're interacting with, something has to slightly change so that you are strong and leading in health, and that the people you are interacting with know that. Not because you have to tell it to their face, but because you literally radiate it. You radiate confidence, you radiate boundaries, you radiate that this is important to you, and that you don't participate in things, in gatherings that would pull you down, right? Sure, of course, you're going to be in situations where you can't always be in control, but you can control how you act. And let me tell you, it's contagious. People know. People know, right? If you were to say, no, I don't want a cookie, no thanks, and then that person behind you is about to go grab a cookie, they'd probably not. They'd probably feel embarrassed, and they would not, and they'd reach away, right? Just because they were in front of you and they saw you do it, right? You have power. You really do have power. And you can use it for good, especially over the holiday seasons, because it's such a hard time on so many different levels, and it's such a great time, or it has potential to be such an amazing time, right? There's lots of good, bad, positive, negative around this time of year for different reasons, situations, circumstances, feelings, past experiences, you name it. But you always have control to make this one the best one yet, the one you are most proud of, the one that makes an impact, the one that everybody talks about for years to come. This can be the one that starts it all, that changed it all, ladies. Think about how important that is. This can be the one that changes it all. And it changes what a holiday will look like for your family for the rest of the time. That's the power you guys have. Don't take it lightly, and have fun. Like, seriously, be creative. I want to know what you guys come up with. Put it in the group. Take a picture. You know, even if it's just, oh, maybe let's go for a 10-minute walk after Christmas dinner because we all got to push the food down a little bit, right? Like, just something like that, right? Get health on your mind, on the people you're celebrating with mind, to whatever that they can accommodate, right? And you will, you know, January 1st will roll around, or whenever that holiday's finished will roll around, and you'll just feel so good. You'll feel so in control. You'll feel so proud, and you won't be afraid, right? Because I know a lot of ladies, they have some degree of fear going into a big holiday, some degree of fear, right? Like, what is this going to do? How's this going to be? You know, what's this person going to say? Whether it's weight related or not, there's fear around it, because always it's work. There's something that's going to happen. And again, I want you guys to have those magical moments. I really do. Imagine you woke up this Christmas like you did when you were a kid, and how you felt seeing all those presents under the Christmas tree. You checked and Santa ate the cookies and drank the milk, right? Like, all these amazing memories, whatever your versions are. Imagine being able to feel that level of magic again. And not only that, imagine being able to give that to somebody else who thought it was gone too, who thought they could just deal with the adult Christmas now, right? Don't take that for granted, ladies. Really, put some thought into it. Put some thought into it. And really quickly, I want to read the definition of tradition. So a tradition is a belief or behavior passed down within a group with symbolic meaning or special significance with origins to the past. So basically, a tradition is a belief with symbolic meaning. Meaning. You know, we all sit here sometimes in our little mini moments of existential crisis of, why am I here? What is the meaning of life? Right? Well, you can choose the meaning. Every new tradition you create puts meaning and gives other people meaning. You have the opportunity to do that. And that's a huge responsibility. It's a huge honor. Don't squander it, because no one else is going to do it. No one else is going to help you find meaning. You get to create it. And you get to give other people some light as well. And that's kind of why we're here too, right? While we find light, we also shine for others. Right? If you can go on your journey of self-discovery and finding purpose and finding meaning and rediscovering that magic, you can go on that journey and at the same time influence someone else in a positive way just by being on your journey, not even intentionally thinking about others at first, and you still help them, well, that is the absolute dream. That's the dream. And then you get to a place where you can start actively helping others. And it's amazing. And it starts with things like this, where you change how you've behaved for years, just slightly. Because how you behave is who you turn into. And who you hang out with is who you turn into. And how you think is who you stay. So throw some type of change that throws things in a new direction, that throws people off their course, that still gives you the good emotions, but makes the holiday season look different. And I promise you, you will be talking about this Christmas next year, and you will be trying to top it. That's how exciting it will be. You could even make it a contest to just find out who makes the new healthy tradition every year. The tradition could be a new tradition every year. Like, it could be absolutely crazy. So have fun with that. Take it serious. Something has to look different. So that's up to you to decide the degree and how many people are involved and what that's going to look like. But start a new tradition, a healthy tradition. And your future you will smile so hard and be so proud of you. You deserve that. You are capable of that. Take that responsibility. Take it. Use it, ladies.